I'm about to build a belay here, and I'm going to stick to some of the basic principles of keeping it simple and building the safety chain using the rope. I've got 3 anchors placed already. Obviously I need to place those so that they're absolutely solid, and I place as many as I feel I need to make the belay safe. I'll just use 3 to start with to show you one option available to build a belay using the rope. First of all, I'm going to put screw gate carabiners on these anchors. And I'm now going to start building the belay, starting with the anchor that's furthest away. That one is going to be out of reach. So what I'm going to do is concentrate on this first anchor first and tie it off so it's independent from the rest. First of all, I have to get in position from where I'm going to belay. I can see down the route here, for example, and tie that anchor off. The easiest way to do that is to clip a screw gate carabiner into your knot loop and tie a clove hitch into that screw gate. The reason for using a clove hitch is it's easy to adjust the length between you and your anchors, therefore fine tune your position on the stance. So at the moment I'm a little bit further forward than I want it to be, so I'm now going to adjust this clove hitch. What I do is find the 2 tails, find it part of the knot that is between those 2 tails, I call it the belly, and pull the belly towards the anchor so it opens up the knot. Now if I pull on one side or the other, it'll either take in slack or give me more slack so I can move forward. To close up the knot, I'll pull the tail towards the anchor, like that. So now I'm happy with that position. This is where I'm going to belay from. I now need to tie into the other anchors, sticking to the same principle, that they will be independent but also equalized with tension. I'm going to tie this off with a clove hitch as well so I can fine tune the adjustment. I'm going to pop it on the same carabiner because I'm using a big HMS here. And adjust the knot as I did the last one. So these are now both tied off. They're independent of each other. If one was to fail, the other wouldn't be shock loaded. And I can just fine tune the tension on each using the clove hitch so that they are equal tension. So if I only had 2 anchors, that would be me finished. I've got a third one here. I can just keep going like that. However, I'm running out of space in that carabiner. I've got another option here. I can either add another carabiner and tie in using a clove hitch, or I can use a figure of 8 on a bite, and that's what I'll use here. So I need to tie this end of the rope off now because that anchor is still loose. I'm going to push a bite of rope through the tie-in knot or loop, take a full arm length and tie that off. I need to hold up the tail and put it together with the rope coming down from the anchor. Take a step back towards the anchor and tie my figure of 8. Now step forward again, and that all comes into tension. So that's my figure of 8 on a bite equalised or tied off. You can now see my anchors are all independently tied off from each other. The tension on each rope going to the anchors is similar or equal throughout the system. That means that if one anchor was to fail, there'll be no introduction of slack rope or shock loading on the other anchors. So overall, you can see that using the rope gives me the flexibility to use anchors that may be spread over quite a wide area at the back of your stance. Using the rope means that you have an element of stretch within your safety chain, which is always good to protect the anchors. It's also minimising the amount of equipment that I'm using, keeping it available for the leader.